tired. Let me send this out. Sure. Die today. Setting up. We're getting there. Not awake. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. Have no fear. Joey Hockey is here. Took a second. Yes. We're about that much caffeinated right now. Oof to me. Clearly, if you're on for all that hoopla, getting up on these boards. You guys see what I'm dealing with? Did you see this? That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Wow, we are almost done with warm-ups already. I started like I thought on time. We have Dave Bell, Louis Imbriani for refs this morning, by the way. Two people we like, but two people who've made some weird reffing choices lately. Let's hope they don't do that today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to downtown Anchorage, Alaska. Dempsey Anderson, rink number 2. Bright and shiny this morning. Actually, it's not bright, it's not shiny. It's quite dark outside because we are in Alaska in January. We won't see the sun until noon. No, it's more like 10-ish. We are here to battle against the 14U Team Alaska girls. My ears are plugged. I can't even hear myself. That's probably a good thing. You guys can mute. I can't mute myself, especially when I talk to myself. I don't know what I'm saying. It's early. This is game 3 of the Polar Bear tournament, hosted by the All-Stars, who we, dare I say, crushed yesterday. Just a weird game. I honestly feel bad for those kids. Some of those kids did some dirty things, and they deserve to sit in the box. Some of those kids were just playing hockey. Crying out in the mud. Looks like Seppi's going to start us off in the net today. Seppiato. Anyhow, this game 3, that would be Owen Erstrom. Wave to everybody. Wave to the camera, Owen. No, he got his 15 seconds of fame there. He gets a lot more fame than that. These Oilers have been really, really working well in this tournament so far. Lots of goals by nearly everyone. I don't know if has a defenseman scored yet today. I don't know. We're starting off with that Erstrom lineup, though, with Eli Anderson on the left-hand side, Postma over on the right-hand side, Jordan Anderson and Dotson back on defense. And here we go as we win that face-off. Goes back to Dotson. Dotson over to Jordan Anderson. Anderson up to Owen Erstrom. Nice pass there. Gets that right on into the zone. Centering pass to Postma. Postma is trying to get towards net. Eli Anderson trying to get towards net. Everyone's kind of getting it towards the net gingerly, but Team Alaska girls are going to come up with that one. Shot blocked by Joran Anderson. Down in the far corner, battling with Dotson as he's trying to find that puck. Gets it forward. Team Alaska has it towards the net. Joran Anderson intercepts it before it even touches Seppi. Over to Eli Anderson, who's trying to get a pass out to Erstrom, but Team Alaska girls intercepted that one. And then right back to the stick of Eli Anderson as he gains the zone. Trying to walk up the middle there, but the girls steal it right on back. Then Owen says, nope, we want that puck as he heads off on a change. Mclaughlin, fresh legs out on the ice, along with Morales. Back behind the net, over to the far corner. Morales is trying to tip that one up to the D-man, Dotson, who he gets it to, but then Team Alaska girls steal it right away. Morales trying to swoop in there and get it back with help from Mclaughlin. That's exactly what they do. Mclaughlin sends it down in the zone, and that coulda, woulda, shoulda been icing, but they waved it off. Close enough to the red line, they say. The girls are doing a lot of back and forth here. They have some very smart players on their team, and look at her. She is fast as that Forbesy. That is Kensley Forbesy for Team Alaska. Taking out Baxter in the process. McLaughlin's going to get this one. We got an odd man rush going with Morales on the left and Baxter on the right. Shot was blocked. Up to Baxter. Baxter curls back in. He's looking. He passes down low, looking for McLaughlin, but the girls intercept that one as they go on the breakout. Pretty even back and forth right now. Altenburg kick save by Seppi and then intercepted by Carroll, who's going to send that one out of the zone, and that will not go for icing. What a beautiful clear there by Carroll as icing is waved off. The girls are forced to chase it down. Braunwarth is fresh out on the ice along with Maddie, and Braunwarth tips this one away from the girls, uses the boards to chip it up to Maddie. Maddie chips it back to himself into the zone. Braunwarth holds. Braunwarth trying to toe drag across, and the girls tip that one out as he chases this one down along with Joran Anderson on defense. Dotson's out there alongside of him. At the half wall, Joran Anderson chips it up off the boards to Braunwarth. Braunwarth, long pass looking for Hunter, but the girls intercepted and then brought it in offsides. Coach says you got to make, if you're going to make a long pass like that, you got to be sure that somebody's not going to intercept it. He's absolutely correct in that. There's two girls there in center ice, and I say this for, not for the viewers right now, but later on. We're getting a penalty, by the way. And Colton got a high sticking penalty. I totally missed that. So he's going to be in the box to start us off. Louis doesn't like me, so he sees the last name Braunwarth and decides to throw somebody in the box, I guess. It's not that he doesn't like me, he just doesn't like that I quit reffing. So we're going on the PK. What was I saying? Yeah, so I was saying all that for the kids watching later. Use it as a learning lesson. I know a lot of the kids watch these games, and I love that. I appreciate it. Makes me feel like I'm doing something good for them. Dotson's going to clear that one up and out. Colton likes to watch his games as soon as we get home. He's asking to watch it. We go over some stuff. Try not to coach too much, just the obvious stuff, but let coaches coach, and I'll reinforce. But yeah, that pass in the center, if you're going to make a long lead pass like that, make sure that it can't be intercepted or skated out. There's only three things you do with the puck, right, boys? That one's going to be on net, so it completely negates icing. I missed who cleared it, but it was an absolute beautiful clearing job there. Could have been any one of these boys on the ice. Girls gain the zone, being pushed out by Baxter. We got a minute and a half left of the PK. Centering pass, chipped all over the place, and Seppi was still able to block that one as it was just bouncing all over the place. He was totally blind. Excellent save job there by Seppi. Carroll's going to pick this one up in our own zone, bring it a little bit deeper. D-to-D pass over to Altenburg. Altenburg chips it up and out towards Baxter to make sure that it exits the zone. That's Kensley Forbes for the Team Alaska making a pass back there. Baxter tipping that one away. Girls have it once again. As they enter the zone, we have 50 seconds left of power play to kill off, or penalty to kill off, rather. However you see it. Down in the low corner is where the puck is being played back and forth between the girls. The girls looking to shoot, but they continue to play passing back and forth. Seppi stops, trying to cover it, but it's loose. Altenburg and Baxter both got sticks on it. Baxter sent it up high. The girls hold. That is Beals. Another great defensive player, shot wide of the net. Lily Beals on Team Alaska here. She's a great defenseman, ex-teammate of the past. That was off the post and then in. Eventually, as there was a lot. I think he saw about 3 different rebounds. We only had 11 seconds left on that PK, and there is a whole lot of shots getting off on top of Seppi there. And the defenseman, boys, all I saw, maybe we'll watch video later, but it looked like you're just standing next to the net. Got to help our goalie out a little bit there, but that was a trip that wasn't called. Braunwarth needs to keep that stick down and not get penalties either to put us on a PK. Will help as well. That one's sent up to Hunter. Hunter gets it out looking for Erstrom. Girls steal that away at center ice. Send it back towards Dotson. Dotson over to Anderson. Anderson was trying to get it up to Anderson. Anderson does eventually get up to Anderson, who bats it down and plays it with this stick, sends it up to Hunter out in the center ice. Hunter's going to gain the zone with some speed, sends it towards the slot, but nobody was quite there yet. Jordan Anderson picks it up in the neutral zone, chips it on in. We're going to get a small zoomage going here. Girls have that one. Girls send it to center ice. Jordan Anderson collects it again, sends it back to Eli Anderson. Anderson sends it down the zone. Erstrom's going to chase it down to the near corner, but the girls are going to get there first. Girls back behind the net. That's over to Lily Beals of Team Alaska. Look out for her. Like I said, very talented young lady. Look at the speed. Jordan Anderson sticks that one away. It gets it up to Eli Anderson, who sends it out looking for Hunter, but the girls intercept that one. Again, Kensley Forbes, another very talented player on Team Alaska. Don't let her have the puck. Shot saved by Seppi, and it goes into his glove. And he's just going to elect to hang on to that one to stop play. I see a Mclaughlin, I see a Morales, and I see one each Deke Baxter coming out on the ice to join Carroll and Altenburg, who will be back on defense. Mclaughlin with the face-off win to the rear down in the near corner. Altenburg's going to pick this one up as he chips it up and around the girls back to himself, trying to send it up high, but the girls intercept that one and going for a slot pass, which came all the way up to Deke Baxter, who got that out of the zone. Morales will chase this one down to pressure as the girls curl up and exit the zone with it. No! Deke Baxter making a diving play there to hold the line. Referee Bell says no. Boy, that was close. What an effort, irregardless, by Deke to dive and trying to hold the line. Morales is going to send that one in after a face-off win from Mclaughlin, but the girls pick it up first. Coach says keep your feet moving. Girls drop past that one. Puck goes back behind the net. Morales will get this one at the half wall. Bounces out to Mclaughlin, who gets it past the girls. Baxter, one-touch passes back to Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin gains his own. Shoots on a hard angle, and it bounces off the side of the net. Over to the opposing side. Back behind the net. Centering slot pass. Altenburg fires that one, and the goalie makes the save. As he stepped up into that, may have been our first actual shot on goal there. Carroll over to Altenburg. Altenburg, long lead pass up to Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin gains his own. He looks to toe drag across. He's got a trailing Morales, who he hands it off to. Morales goes back behind the net, looking for somebody. There's Deke Baxter, who is just to the right side of the slot. Hands it off to Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin towards the net. Mclaughlin steps up to try and hold. Morales steals the puck away. Goes back to Altenburg, to Carroll, back to Altenburg. Altenburg's going to run this one up as there's some changes going on. He just elects to dump it in so he can head off on a change himself. The entire line has changed. We got Hunter, Braunwarth, and Maddie out on the ice right now. Maddie steps in, hands it off to Hunter. Hunter looks, shoots, and it goalie makes a save off to the far side where Maddie sends it up towards the net. Once again, Braunwarth comes in to help aggress to try and get this puck back. As there's a battle at the lower half wall. It squirts out to Hunter. Hunter shoots, and it bounces behind the net. Goalie didn't know where it was. Centering pass to Hunter, shot. Braunwarth trying to get a tip on that one, but it goes over to the far corner where Maddie's going to get on this one. Maddie back and forth to Braunwarth, tip! Goalie looks behind her. She doesn't know where it is. What a beautiful play there by the boys and a nice tip by Braunwarth. Great pass from Maddie, but somehow it stayed out of the back of the net there as the goalie was perfectly on point. 6-5 are the shots on goal so far. We have 6. Wow, that happened fast, and they have 5. That comes straight from the mouth of the Godfather, so you know it is 100% accurate. TA girls have it right now as they go on their breakout. Maddie stepped in to try and prevent that, but the girls are still able to get that one up and out. Dotson pushes out wide in the far corner where the girls are playing physical, but we're not allowed to play physical because we'll get penalized for sure. This is a non-checking game if you weren't aware. Even though they are a competitive team, the girls are not allowed to check at any point in their hockey career. Braunwarth, a lot of back and forth. Unless there is a caveat to that. If they are on a co-ed 14U or above team, then they are in a checking position, or a checking team, that is, and then they can check and be checked. Same with high school. If girls choose to play on a boys' high school team, same rules apply there. But an all-girls team, there's no checking per USA Hockey. Girls have that one, get it sticked away by Altenburg. Altenburg finds Eli Anderson. Anderson up to Erstrom. Erstrom gains his own. He's got Anderson and Postma alongside of him as that puck goes down and deep over to the near boards where Eli Anderson's going to grab that one at the half while Altenburg takes position up at the point just to make sure it doesn't squirt up high. Back behind the net, the puck goes over to the far corner. Girls send that one up and out, but we're going to collect things in the neutral zone. Altenburg has it on his twig right now as he chips it up off the boards. Very close to my body. That was scary. Back to Carroll from Eli Anderson and then up to Postma. Postma getting harassed over there by the benches, gets taken down by Lily Beals. I told you, she's a tough young lady right there. Centering pass went to nobody but Team Alaska girls. Erstrom up high to Altenburg, and that one pops up over his stick. Referee Imbriani says no icing, so it goes back behind our own net where Carroll's going to pick it up. Carroll sends it up the boards to Postma. Postma trying to use the boards to get it up and out, but Carroll collects that one that was chipped errantly. Eli Anderson will gain the zone along with Carroll. Eli Anderson up the slot, shot, and it just goes high over the net, back behind the net. Carroll has a centering pass, but nobody was home as Erstrom was following him in. Mclaughlin's going to chip that one back in off the backhand as the puck goes wide to the far side. Mclaughlin continues to battle to keep that one in. Erstrom comes in to help out to pick that one up. Girls are going to get it, but only briefly as Carroll chips that one away. And then the girls are trying to exit the zone with it, but a very fast Jordan Anderson will get there first. He uses the boards to deflect it up and out to Erstrom. Erstrom over to Mclaughlin. A lot of back and forth here as the boys are forcing themselves to chase it down. Mclaughlin sends that up a little bit further for Eli Anderson to go get, but the girls collect it first. Continue to poke it away is Mclaughlin, who gets that one back to himself. Mclaughlin shot, save, and smothered and covered by the girls' goalie to stop us. I'm sorry, we have gone very deep into this period, and I haven't mentioned the time. It is now 3:41 remaining in the first period, where the score is 0-1, even though if you've seen it, it says 0-0, but the girls did score. So Oilers currently behind by 1. Mclaughlin, Morales, Baxter up front, Jordan Anderson, and Dotson back on defense. Quick shot right off the faceoff by Mclaughlin is stopped and then bounced up over the net and behind. Now they're in the near corner battling. Morales is going to get this one. He's looking to curl this one out. He maintains possession. Mclaughlin got it briefly to tap it right back to him. Centering pass. Baxter just on the right side of the slot. Couldn't get that one. Trying to hold was Dotson using the body, but the puck squirted out. Over to Jordan Anderson. Sends that one on it looked like a long lead pass, but nobody was home, and it went all the way down for an icing, but it's going to allow a change to occur, and I think they desperately needed one as we bring out Altenburg and Carroll on defense, and up front we got the Maddie Braunwarth Hunter line. I think there's 4 points for that line, at least. Actually, there's more than that. There may be 5 or 6 points for that line as all 3 players have gotten a goal, I believe. Maddie, I think, has gotten 2 goals this tournament so far. I know Braunwarth got 1 goal and an assist. Shot in a glove save there. Altenburg, as he ran it down and deep. Great idea. As we get an offensive zone draw, we're going to move. There we are. We're right about here. So we're getting there. We're almost caffeinated. Maddie with the face-off. Maddie wins that to his left-hand side over to Braunwarth. Braunwarth looking to collect that thing, but the girls steal it away. send it to the opposing side. Hunter trying to get on there, and he does. And it goes right to Maddie. Maddie shoots, and it bounces up over the goalie's head, but it's right back down into her lap as she covers it up. And we'll get another offensive zone draw with 2:38 remaining in this 0-1 game where Team Alaska's in the lead. Over to Braunwarth. Braunwarth back to Hunter maybe. Girls are in there somewhere, and they are going to collect that as we go back on the defensive. Odd man rush for the girls. Shot, saved, and held on to as Maddie doesn't like Forbesy being in there and gives her a little shove out as she's grinning the whole way. Or no, correction, that was not Forbesy. That was another girl. I'm not sure who. Somebody we know? We're going to bring out a fresh line with Erstrom out there, Eli Anderson, Jordan Anderson, Postma, and Dotson. Shot, saved, and held on to by Seppi. Once again, 2:21 in the first period remains. Score is still 0-1. And it's not for a lack of effort. We've had some good shots, but the goalie down at the other end has done a almost as good a job as our goalie. Am I biased? I think our goalies are the best ones in the league, quite frankly. Maybe I'm biased. Incredibly fortunate to have both those young men on our team. Battle up on the high wall. Goes to Erstrom, over to Anderson. Anderson looking for Postma, but that one was intercepted. Erstrom couldn't get it back. Dotson forced to push out wide. Back behind the net he goes, losing the puck in his feet. Girls haven't tried to center that one up, but Jordan Anderson batted it away. Up to Eli Anderson now from Erstrom. Eli exits with a lot of speed. He's got Postma on his right-hand side. Eli Anderson curls back, finds Erstrom. Erstrom looks, shoots, and he scores! That was Owen Erstrom, number 17 from Eli Anderson. And it took some great effort and a fantastic play to get one on the board. That ties us up at 1 now with 1:36 to go in the first period. Excellent job by that line. Good breakout, quick transition. And Eli Anderson was harassed by two players down there, and rather than continue towards the net, where he would have had a block shot or no shot opportunity, he stopped, cut, and curled, bought himself some time. Erstrom found the space because two girls were tied up on Eli Anderson, and he handed it off right to that open area for the goal. Charge in the net there was Carroll. Trying to get that one, and Morales to hold, gets it sticked away briefly. Mclaughlin unable to get a handle on it. Ends up back in the neutral zone. Baxter trying to get it. Baxter ties up the young lady, so Morales can get it up to Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin's going to dump that one into the near corner. Morales to chase this one down along with the girls. He stirs things up briefly, gives Mclaughlin time to step up in there and earn that puck back, but then the girls steal it away. Now that, I do believe, is Kensley Forbes there with Team Alaska, who sends that up and out. These girls are very talented. It's no wonder that they're tier 1. Over to Altenburg. Altenburg sends it up to Morales. Morales chips that one out, looking for Mclaughlin. A lot of back and forth here as the girls have it, and they send it back down where Altenburg intercepts. Altenburg, he's going to show off his offensive skills as he gains the zone. He's got Mclaughlin and everybody else out there with him. He goes to the net. He shoots on the backhand, and it gets deflected out wide over to the far corner. I'm sorry, the video's terrible. I'm holding my coffee at the same time. This one goes all the way up and out. Morales unable to get a handle on it. Will it go for icing? And it does. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off with the fresh lineup as the third line comes out with 14.6 to go. All ones up on the board in this first period. The score is tied at 1 in the 1th period. I don't know what I'm saying. We're almost, I don't know if this is going to fully caffeinate me this morning. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was trying to watch video, and face-off one to Braunwarth up to Anderson. Anderson over to Dotson. Dotson looking for Hunter, trying to get a shot off here. We have 7 seconds remaining. Maddie has it. Somebody get in the slot, and he shoots on a hard angle looking for a deflection, but that one just deflected out as the period comes to a close. Seppiato starting us off in the first half, doing a fantabulous job. Is that a word, fantabulous? I don't know. Sounds like something a girl would say. Why did I say it? I'm a man. I don't know. I guess you can say it no matter what sex you are. Anyhow, what was I saying? I was watching some video last night of my own, trying to figure out the games, and get everything listed. Yeah, I got everything written down. It's a process. I apologize. I know it's a long time coming on a couple of those. I have to go through the whole video, an hour and a half long video, sometimes even more. Yesterday's was pretty long. It takes me about 2 to 3 times that amount. So I spent about 3 to 4 hours going through, stopping, rewinding, rewatching, and writing stuff down, making sure I get everything right. Because even though the score sheet may not reflect it, I always try to get the primary and secondary assists, just to the boys' own personal credit. And, you know, make sure we get the penalties right. If I'm going to critique something, or if I have critiqued something in the video, I want to make sure that I get that commentary right, written in the description. So I go through it on painstakingly terms with a fine-tooth comb and write everything down. After I write everything down, then I got to go back in the program and edit and rewrite everything down, type it in, that is. And this is not a complaint at all. It's just an explanation. I absolutely love doing it. The Godfather has spoken. It's 13-7 for shots on goal. Team Alaska has 13. We have 7 on us. 7 on us, right? Yep. Okay, so we've given almost double the amounts of shots on goal. So great job by our boys. Not for a lack of effort. Their goalie is doing a very good job. But you figure, you know, a 90% save average. So about every 10, shot on goal, saved by Seppi. Loose puck as he finds it and covers it up. But you figure about every 10 shots on goal, there should be a goal in there. You know, and that's what you usually see. Our goalies are right around that 90%, which is fantastic. That's about what you see in the NHL, too. Some are a little bit better. Some are a little bit not as good. I don't want to say worse. That goalie position, I got a lot of respect for it. I've played it in a very non-competitive manner. It is tough. It's hard to just skate all that gear. Dotson has it, sends it back behind the net to the far corner where Morales picks it up. Morales is going to send that up. That was out, but there was no referee lining that one to see that it went out, but that's all right. Shot, kick save by Seppi. Baxter's going to go get on top of that one, but the girls are able to send it down and deeper. Goes to the far corner. Jordan Anderson sends it up to Morales, and that one will go out. That one was brushed, and icing is waved off appropriately as Mclaughlin chases this one down. Girl goes down on her own accord, trying to draw a penalty on Mclaughlin, but it did not work out. As referee Louis Imbriani is a very experienced referee and saw that correctly this time. Thank you, referee Imbriani. We'll give credit where credit is due, and if you screw up, I'm going to call it out as well. Mclaughlin's going to steal this one away. Mclaughlin in the slot, shot, save, rebound opportunity. Oh, and the stick lift on Morales as he had a wide open net. Baxter was reaching for that one, trying to hold it in. The girl lost it, though, as it came out to the neutral zone. I think it was Mclaughlin who found it and sent it back towards that direction, but it goes in our zone to Dotson. Dotson up to Deke Baxter. Baxter has it. I have to unzoom a little bit, I know. Morales sends this one down. Icing is waved off as it wasn't even on the wrong side of the red line. Mclaughlin pressures, gets it. Gets spun up there. See, what would have happened if this was a checking game is he would have given a nice check there to steal the puck back, but Postma grabs this one. Anderson has it. Anderson centers it up, looking for a deflection to go in, loose puck. Anderson again, looking to shoot it on a hard angle. 12:08 to go in this second period. Tied game at 1. Up high to Altenburg. Altenburg over to Carroll. Carroll looks, shoots, looking for another tip, but the goalie makes a save. Right up to Postma, gets in perfectly on time. Erstrom holds the line. Briefly, Postma having a fantastic game right now, as he gave a whole lot of effort on this shift. Unbelievable play there by Camden. I had to take a sip of coffee. Girls gain the zone. Girls walking, getting pushed out wide by Altenburg. That one went bar out. Hard angle shot there was an inch away from going in. Another shot on a screen and a save by Seppi into the glove, stopping us at 11:18 in the second period. Tied game at 1. Oof, the May. Maddie's line's coming out there with Hunter and Braunwarth. Dotson and Anderson will be back on defense. Coffee's gone. Fully caffeinated. Here we go. Dotson back behind the net, sends that up the boards. Hunter's going to chase this one down the half wall. Shot gets sent towards the net. Somebody chopped it down. Braunwarth sent it up, or correction, that was Anderson sent it up to Braunwarth. Hunter tried to gain the zone, but it got tipped away, and then Braunwarth brings it in offsides. Sometimes it's hard to tell exactly where that blue line is. You're not staring at it. You're just doing your best to hold the line. That's why offsides happen in the NHL even, because you're looking straight ahead. Let the referees call the offsides. Maddie with the face-off win over the left-hand side of Braunwarth. Braunwarth trying to get a handle on that one, but the girls steal it away. Girls are going to gain the zone with a whole lot of speed and vengeance right now as Maddie's trying to chase that one down. Stand-up save, glove down by Seppi. 10:50 remains in the second period. Maddie with the face-off over to the Jordan Anderson side. He's trying to set it up. Braunwarth gets it, chips it up off the boards. This will not go for icing, but we got to chase it down. Maddie with a lot of speed is trying to get there, but Lily Beals is a very fast young lady, and she gets there first. Maddie down in the near corner, try to get it back, but the puck was sent up and out. Braunwarth is chasing down along with Dotson, who's pushing out wide. Jordan Anderson blocks that shot with the body right in the armpit. Hunter steals it away. Hunter with a lot of speed, being told to wheel, and that's exactly what he's doing as he gains his own. He's got Maddie trailing on the left-hand side. He sends it towards the slide. Maddie looks, shoots, and a save by the goalie. What a play by the boys there. Hunter's going to get it right on back. Hunter's shot. Another save. Maddie trying to clean it up, but the girl goalie says no, and I think that's McElroy in that. Hadley McElroy having a fantastic game right now, keeping it a tied game at 1. Mclaughlin has this one on his stick. Hunter's trailing along with Maddie as he goes off on the change, trying to go between the legs, but it didn't work out as we get the rest of the line change going on here. Baxter's fresh legs out on the ice, and Morales. Girls have it as they play back and forth with it. Mclaughlin came in to steal it away, and that's exactly what he did. Mclaughlin towards the net. He looks, he shoots, he went high, and that was a beautiful opportunity as he tried to center that one up for Morales. Morales trying to get a handle on it. Nobody can find it as Mclaughlin shoots it towards the net, and the goalie covers it up. Stopping the clock at 9:28. That's somebody's birthday. September 28th, 9:28. Huh. You can send all gifts to 21862. Not even close. I'm gonna look forward to birthdays anymore. I started counting down. I'm like 25-ish. Shot right off the faceoff from Mclaughlin, gets steered aside over to the half wall where the girls pick it up. Oh, camera. I should have unzoomed. Didn't I say I was gonna do that? What's happening? I don't know. Morales, he goes in by himself. Morales to the net, looks, shoots, scores! What a goal. Great effort by Ashton Morales, number 11, bringing us into the lead, 2-1, 9:08 to go in the second period. I don't know why I'm coughing. I thought I was over this thing. It's been like a month and a half. McLaughlin with the faceoff win forward. He gains his own with Morales and Baxter. McLaughlin to the net, trying to get a deflection in or something going there. Good play nonetheless as Morales is tripped. No call on the play. The girls do no harm. Sure. Down in the far corner, Altenburg is harassing. Back behind the net, the puck goes. These girls are angry. They want to get the lead back that they had earlier on when it was 1-0 in the first. And then we tied it up, and now we're in the lead after that beautiful goal by Morales as he just accelerated through. Baxter towards the net, trying to clean it up as Mclaughlin, but couldn't quite get a full handle on it as it goes over to the half wall. He's going to steal it right on back, trying to get it back in the zone. He's holding the zone, that is, but trying to get it deeper as he backhands it back on in. Puck goes back behind the net for Lily Beals for the girls to collect that one, sends it up on the far boards where Eli Anderson grabs that one at the half wall, continues trying to get it down in a little bit deeper, but it getting tied up down in the far corner. Up high to Altenburg. Altenburg shot! And it might have gone off a body, but the goalie still stopped it. Carroll steps up to keep that one in deeper. Mclaughlin takes a defensive position while Carroll gets back up high. Mclaughlin up in center high slot. Grab that one, and the girls are going to chip that one out as they're getting tired, and some go off on a change. Altenburg sends this up to Eli Anderson to try to tip it up into the zone, but Mclaughlin comes in and steals that one away with help, trying to get it back to Anderson, but Mclaughlin opts to sling this one down in deep as he goes off on a change along with goal scorer Morales. 3A girls have it. Eli Anderson slowing that one up, but the girls still get it out. Altenburg to collect it at center ice, and then the girls steal it right away. But Erstrom pushes out wide and steals that one right on back behind the net he goes. Trying to send that one up, but just whiffing on that pass, gives it to the girls. Wide shot, does not go in. 7.25 minutes to go in the second period, and that will be icing. Stopping the clock at 7:11. Would you like a Slurpee? That's what I think of when I think 7-Eleven. Was that how much my sister weighed when she was born? I don't know why that came to mind. I have no idea. I don't even know if that's correct. Probably not. Erstrom will take this face off. We got Dotson and Jordan Anderson on defense. Postma and Eli Anderson up front, along with Erstrom. Erstrom with the face-off win over to Postma, and then the girls steal it away, trying to get that shot off, but it was stopped and blocked by some sticks along the way. Shot goes high over the net to the far side. We got Liam Telford in the net right now. Jordan Anderson trying to send that one up. Gets it to Eli Anderson. Sends on a lead pass over to Erstrom, or possibly Postma, but the girls intercept it and then bring it in offside. I feel like there needs to be some leveling done of the camera slightly here. Right about I got a level on here, a bubble level. I don't know how to use it. What's it mean when it's all the way to the left? We got a new line out here with Maddie, Braunwarth, and Hunter. Jordan Anderson and Dotson remain on defense. Braunwarth pushed that one out wide, allowed Jordan Anderson to get on it. Anderson's getting battled with one of the girls down there. Anderson trying to send it up the boards, has to cut back. Back behind the net he goes. Finds Hunter. Hunter try to get that one around, but the girls steal it away. Back up the boards. Girls hold up high. Kensley Ford sends it down in deep. Shot. Saved by Telly. That may have been his first save of the game. We could go a little zoomage maybe there. Yeah, I don't know. I need like something in my hands to like zoom in, zoom out. I don't know. I just got a message. I'm correct. My sister was 7'11" at birth. Why did I know that? I don't know what's happening. Oh, that means they're watching. Hi, Mom. Mclaughlin takes that face off, goes up high. Eli Anderson trying to hold. They're battling up here at the high blue line. Sure. Altenburg in the middle keeps that one at bay, and then that shot goes just across the blue paint in front of Telly. Girls attempted to hold. No, that was out, Louis. Shot saved by Telly. So much is happening. Carroll picks this one up in the near corner, goes back behind the net, finds Morales on the opposing side. Morales uses the boards to chip this one up and out. And icing or penalty? Penalty on the girls, it looks like. Too many men, or in this case, too many girls on the ice. So they're going to get a bench minor for that and have to sit someone in the box. And we're going to demonstrate what our power play looks like now. Louis Imbriani just glared at me. Louis, if you find this on the YouTubes later, hey, bud. I haven't said anything bad about Louis. Quick shot and a one tizzle by Erstrom just goes high as he airmailed that one. That's expensive these days. Dotson gets that one from Eli Anderson, looking to go to back down to Eli as he gets this one. Girls are trying to get that one out, and that's exactly what they do. Wow, with a lot of speed, they go the other way. Short-handed, Jordan Anderson forced to chase this one down, trying to get it back is Mclaughlin. As Anderson continues to battle down in the near corner. Mclaughlin grabs that one through the legs of one of the girls to find Erstrom. Erstrom, wide pass over to Eli Anderson. They're going to gain the zone on an odd man rush here. Shot saved. Blind shot. He was looking like he's going to pass. Mclaughlin has it now. Back behind the net he goes. Girls get that one and cut back the other way. 1 minute remains on our power plays. The girls have a handle on this one and just playing keep away from us right now. As they send it on the opposing boards, Dotson will hold. Oh, and it just rolls past his stick. That happens from time to time. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Eli Anderson has this one, trying to chip it up off the boards, but the girls get a twig in the way. Eli Anderson gets it right on back, though, as he brings it into the zone, but only briefly, as the girls just stick it right back away. Eli getting called over to the bench right now as they're making a quick change on that one. The girls made a good defensive play on it. As Maddie comes out on the ice. Girls send that one back behind our own net. Altenburg sends it up to Maddie. Maddie couldn't quite get a handle on it as the girls are able to hold the line. Now the puck will squirt out eventually, and Jordan Anderson's going to have to chase this one down. With help from Mclaughlin trying to get it away, Erstrom sneaks in there, sends that one over to Altenburg. Altenburg up to Mclaughlin. 6 seconds remain on the advantage. Mclaughlin gains his own, shoots, glove save by McElroy. .346 to go in the second, where the score is 2-1. Oilers in the lead. Just got word that Mom is not at home, so hi, Dad. Morales takes the face-off over to Hunter. Hunter holding along with Carroll. Hunter towards the net. Loose puck collected by the girls. Send that one up but not out as Altenburg's able to hold. Altenburg sends it back down deep, trying to find Maddie. Maddie's going to chase this one down to the far corner. Maddie up to Morales. Morales trying to get that one out from the half wall, but the girls are right there. Altenburg diving to hold the line once again. Doing an excellent job, but then the puck eventually squirted out. Altenburg has this one. He's going to send it down in deep for us to chase down. That's exactly what the boys are doing. Back behind the net, the puck goes. Girls get there first. Girls send that up and around the boards. Morales grabs it at the half wall, sends it back down to Hunter. Puck goes back behind the net where Maddie's going to get it. Maddie looking for that slot shot pass. Morales, shot! Saved by the girls. Girls going to pick this one up, send it up off the boards. Carroll's up high to hold. Carroll using a toe drag across the body. Get this one back down deep, sends it down. Morales taking that defensive position up high, unable to hold, gets it out in neutral zone. Sends it over to Altenburg. Altenburg trying to find Hunter, using the body as the girls tip that one away. Hunter gains his own. Hunter looks, shoots, scores! What an effort there by number 23, Red Gloves, Merrick Hunter, who no longer has red gloves, but he will forever be known as Red Gloves Hunter. Buries that one, making this a 3-1 game with 2:44 to go in the second period. That's 2 points for Hunter if you're playing him in fantasy today. Should we do that? Should we create a youth fantasy hockey league? That'd be fun. Face-off one went back to Jordan Anderson, tried to get over to Dotson, but the TA girls are just angry now, and they intercepted that one and brought it into the zone. Mclaughlin uses a long stick to try and chip that one out with help from Morales. They do eventually get it out. Morales up to Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin gains his own with the last piece. Shoots! And it just bounces off the coconut there of Hadley McElroy making the save over to the far side where the girls pick that one up and send it on out on their breakout here, which has been very good. The girls are very fast. Taking a check, which is illegal in this game. See, if we do that, we will get penalized. That's the frustrating thing about playing the girls. That puck went behind the net as it was deflected wide. Up in front, shot, saved by Telly. The rebound, kick, save 3 times in a row as he dives and covers on it. Goodness me. As the whole bench is just cheering for him, he literally kicked that puck at least 3 times and then had to somehow dive forward on it. As everybody goes down there and says, thanks for keeping this 3-1. Wow. I'm telling you, we got the best goalies in the league. Unbiased opinion. As the puck goes into the near corner, Carroll's chasing this one down. Hunter's trying to get on top of that one. We got Maddie out there with Hunter and Braunwarth. Shot deflected by, I believe, Altenburg. That one went high into the netting to stop play at 141. What a great airplane that was in the Air Force. The C-141. In the second period, C-17 was better. Maddie taking the face off, wins that to his right-hand side over to Carroll. Carroll's trying to chip it up the boards, but the girls get a stick in the way as that puck goes back behind the net. Altenburg's there playing it from his buttocks as he went down. Back behind the net, the puck goes over to the far corner. The girls pick it up first. Girls trying to get that one up to their point, and they do, and they hold as they walk this one in. Shot, kick save by Telly. Over to the far side, Braunwarth picks this one up. Long lead pass to Altenburg, who's taking an offensive position as he gains his own with Hunter trailing. Shot wide of the net. The defensemen are looking for a goal today. Braunwarth back taking that defensive position as Altenburg was in deep. The girls got a long pass by Kensley. Forsey, what a save on the breakaway! Telly, and a lot more banging of the boards over here as the Oilers bench is extremely proud of their goalie. This one comes up to Braunwarth. He back passes out to Carroll, but the girls intercept that. It's going to go back in the zone for Altenburg to chase down. Down in the far corner, Altenburg has this one as he cuts and curls, sends it up the boards to Braunwarth. Braunwarth tried to chip that one up and out, but couldn't quite get a stick on it. Towards the net, steered aside by Telly. Maddie's going to get to this one. Back behind the net over to the near corner. Carroll picks it up. Carroll up to Hunter. Hunter trying to chip it up off the boards, but the girls are able to hold. Now it goes back to Maddie, over to Braunwarth. Braunwarth up to Maddie, neutral ice. Maddie will gain the zone with Hunter trailing. Maddie to the net, backhand shot, looking to a slot pass potentially, but Hunter wasn't quite there yet as Postman comes out on the ice, replacing Braunwarth. Girls going through the transition here as Jordan Anderson's pushing out wide, using the feet, and it deflects off to Hunter. Hunter trying to pass this one out to a fresh Erstrom or Postma on the ice as the period comes to a close, and the score is 3-1 with the Oilers happily in that lead. The Godfather is about to tell me here what the shots are, but we have been doing a fantastic job. So Seppi and Telly have seen, it looks like 8 shots on them. And 19 is what we've given. That's the period. That's not total, right? That's just the period. So we have, if I can do math, what's 13 plus 19? Is that still 32? We've given 32 shots on goal and only allowed the girls to take 14 against our goalies. Am I seeing that right? Again, that's the unofficial official, although I think it is going to be official. The Godfather keeps 2 clickers. Click, 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 like that. You know, like they do at the gates of Valley Fair or Cedar Point or whatever your theme park is of choice. And he keeps track. And a lot of and I'm telling you, any goalie parent is going to be 100% correct. Just ask them. And in this case, the goalie Godfather, grandfather to Seppi, keeps track in an excellent manner, so well that even the timekeepers and scorekeepers at the rink know him so well that he keeps such good, accurate counts that they use his counts often. So that's what's happening today. So the unofficial is the official, and the official is always what the goalie parents say. 14 minutes up on the board to start off our third period. Another sold-out crowd here today. Not an empty seat in the rink. The boys going down to give Telly some taps, saying, you've been doing a fantastic job for us, along with Seppi. Mclaughlin will take this face-off from Morales and Baxter out there. Dotson and Anderson back on defense. Mclaughlin wins it, goes back to Jordan Anderson, chips that one up forward. Girls get there first. Mclaughlin tried to get a stick on it briefly, but the girls were able to send it down into the far corner. Dotson chases it down. He curled, but forgot to take the puck with him. Ends up a little bit deeper, but Mclaughlin has it, sends it over to the opposing side to Morales. Morales up to Mclaughlin, chips it up to Baxter. Baxter gains his own, running up that slot, gets corralled by 2 girls, but the puck ends up on the stick of Morales. Morales sends it up to Mclaughlin. Goes up high to Dotson, who holds, and they're working it right on the blue line right there. And it squirts out to neutral zone, but then Mclaughlin sends it down in. And I think it actually went on net, as I was trying to unzoomage. Girls send it up high, but Dotson again holds at the half wall. Morales trying to get down deep, and that one pops out to center ice again. Mclaughlin sends it over to Eli Anderson, gains his own, or Eli Anderson, that's Deke Baxter, Joseph, number 85, I'm sorry. Up high at the point, Anderson holds, sends it back down in deep. Morales gets that, uses a little toe drag across the body a couple times, 3 times, sends it down to Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin, oh, looking for a beautiful centering pass to Baxter. Might have just been a little too hot for him to handle as he couldn't get the one-timer off. Mclaughlin gets it right on back. Whole lot of ozone time right now, which has been kind of unlikely. Baxter comes in with a vengeance to hold. He steals away. Baxter to the net, trying to shoot, but just got a stick lift, I believe, and couldn't get the shot off as the girls take it back behind the net. McLaughlin's trying to steal it right on back. Uh-oh, Lily Beals has that. Look out. Jordan Anderson's able to steal it away. Jordan Anderson showing off his defensive skills as he gains his own. He's got Postman on his right-hand side. He gets taken out on the boards. No call in play. No checking in this game, ref. You got to call it both ways because I guarantee you if we do that, we will get penalized. Morales to Anderson, who tips that up and out of the zone. On zoom? Okay. Morales behind the net, trying to wrap that one up around the boards. That's exactly what it does. It goes out to the neutral zone for Postman to chase down. The girls recollect things as they're regrouping to bring it back on in. Jordan Anderson says no. He tries to chip that one out, but the girls are able to hold. Altenburg, fresh on the ice, pushes that one out along with Erstrom. Eli Anderson's out here as well to join Postma for the full line. Back out in the neutral zone, the girls have it once again. Eli Anderson putting on some pressure there, forces an errant pass, which ends up on the stick of Altenburg. Altenburg chips that out to Eli Anderson. Anderson trying to gain the zone, but got the puck tipped away. Altenburg comes in to help out as he'll bring it on in. Look at the moves by Altenburg. Altenburg goes all the way down and deep as he continues to quadruple deke the girls to get it down in there into that far corner, but the girls come up with it somehow. Erstrom pressuring along with Eli Anderson, who's taking a defensive position. As he's able to tip that one away, get it up to Erstrom. Erstrom gains his own, Anderson on his left. He slides it over to Anderson, but the girls intercepted it right in the slot. Postman making a diving play to try and keep it in, but the girls are able to send it on out. Carroll will collect this one as icing is waved off. Carroll sends that back behind the net. Altenburg over to the near corner along with Eli Anderson. Altenburg hands it off to Eli. Anderson takes a hit from one of the girls, but no worse for the wear, sends that up and out. Erstrom comes in to recollect things. Anderson chips it on past the girls, but it bounces on back to Erstrom. Erstrom over to Postma, gets it into the zone, but without possession. Erstrom tries to get it back. Eli Anderson intercepts that wide pass and throws it in deep and on net nonetheless, so that we can get a change going on. Braunwarth is coming out along with Hunter. Erstrom being called to the bench. He does not have a twig right now as he's trying to play defensively, and that's what he was doing. Dotson back here using the feet and the stick to steer that one aside. Block shot from, okay, and that tripping was called as I called it over here, but referee Dave Bell saw it as Hunter was tripped egregiously. I threw my arm up just by freak of nature, playing referee. We got the Kenai team down here. I think they're cheering on the Oilers because they want to battle against them. Even though they're currently in a third place position, only first and second are going to advance. Assuming we win this game, I think it's going to put us into first. If not, we'll absolutely be in first or second. Very strongly first or second, but I think it could very well be first. We're on the power play now as the girls are putting on a lot of pressure there as we take it back behind the net. Jordan Anderson swoops it up and around. Maddie trying to get a handle on that one, but the girls maintain possession. Short-handed here. We're forced to go on a very strong defensive play with 9:33 to go in this third period. 1:37 left in our power play. As the girls, you could hear Kensley Forbes calling for it, and she's the one that got it as she runs up the slot with it. Morales trying to find it, and he does as he bats it up high. The girls to hold, right back to Morales as Kensley, or no, that's not Kensley, that's Andrea Sievers, I believe, for Team Alaska, who held that one in. Comes out to neutral ice where Morales fires that one in deep. Hunter chases that one down in the far corner. Hunter has it on his stick as he's trying to curl in. Morales trying to get a handle on it. Jordan Anderson up high. Looks, shoots, and a save by the goalie over to the near corner. Hunter's going to pick this one up. Hunter centering pass to Maddie, but he was all tied up as the girls send this one up high. Dotson trying to hold with the legs, and it just squirted on out. But a long lead pass up to Morales. Morales is going to chase this one down. Girls get there first on a rolling puck, take it back behind the net, send this one up and out. Not out, as Anderson, fresh legs on the ice, walks right up into it. Anderson has it on his stick, centering past Mclaughlin, and he buries it. What a play! Fresh on the ice, Eli Anderson holds that one in, walks it down. Mclaughlin sneaks up into the slot. Power play goal. That's 1.5 points for the assist, 2.5 for the scorer if you're playing fantasy. I still think we should do that. Youth hockey fantasy? Is that, surely that can be legal, right? That brings our score 4-1. Power play goal, 8.5 to go in the third period. Eli Anderson, centering slot pass once again, look for Erstrom this time. Another gentleman wearing 7 on the sweater. This puck's going to go back behind the net where the girls snag it up. And then Eli Anderson steals it away. Down low, he takes a little bit of a rub out down there as the girls are able to pick it up and send it out. But it goes right to the stick of Altenburg, but only briefly as he tried to get that one away. But the girls snuck in and stole it, as they are very angry. They're playing angry right now as they can't believe the score is 4-1 with us in that 3-goal advantage right now with just under 8 minutes to go in the game. Carroll back behind the net, sends that up and around to Eli Anderson. Anderson sent it up to Erstrom. Erstrom loses it to the girls as they transition back the other direcciones. Altenburg pushing out along with Erstrom. Centering pass goes stirred up by Eli Anderson and eventually ends up on the stick of Postma. Postma sends it down in deep. Anderson goes exactly where he needs to go on the opposing side to pick this one up in the near corner. Erstrom back behind the net helps out as Anderson was harassed by 2 of the young ladies. Out to center ice, Dotson picks it up. Dotson to Jordan Anderson. Anderson to Anderson. Anderson, wow, look at the moves to gain the zone. I'm not sure that was onside, but it was called onside. We'll take it. Girls pick it up after that shot was blocked as they transition on out, and that one's going to be sent in offsides. I cannot clear my ears for some reason. Baxter, Mclaughlin, Morales out there with Anderson and Dotson. Mclaughlin wins the face off to the rear. Jordan Anderson will chase this one down. Sends it up to Morales, and that one's going to be called for icing as he was unable to get a twig on that. So a defensive zone face-off with 6:54 to go. 4-1 is the score in the game. McLaughlin wins the face-off to the rear. Jordan Anderson to chase this one down in the near corner. Anderson looking for McLaughlin. Finds Morales, sends it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with a lot of speed. He's got Baxter on the right-hand side. McLaughlin looks, shoots off the coconut of Hadley McElroy. That's the mask. Right off the dome piece into the netting. Stopping play at 6:38, 4-1 game. Oilers in the lead. McLaughlin takes the face-off, wins it to the rear, sends it up to Anderson. Anderson to hold. Anderson sends it over to the boards to Morales. Morales chips that one down deeper for McLaughlin. Girls are going to chase it down behind the net. Taking a hit was Baxter. Girls send that one up and out, but Morales tips it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin is tripped, no call on the play. I honestly I'd rather see the refs swallow their whistles, especially after yesterday. Just keep it going. McLaughlin runs it up, shoots on a screen. He used the screen of the Team Alaska girl and fired that one in the the glove side. Wow, nice goal there by Bryce, number 7. Making it 5-1 with 6:07 left in this game. It almost doesn't feel fair anymore. Maddie will take this face off with Braunwarth on the left, Hunter on the right. Carroll and Altenburg back on defense. Face-off goes to Braunwarth, sends it back to Altenburg. Altenburg to Carroll, Carroll to Altenburg. Altenburg back to Carroll. Carroll chips it up to Hunter. Hunter will gain the zone with Maddie on his left. Braunwarth on the far left. Girls steal that one away as they transition on out. We're going to the defensive now. Carroll will chase this one down as it got sent over to the far boards. He chips that one up to the corner, trying to get it to Hunter. Girls are harassing him. They got 2 on top of him, so Maddie comes in to steal it away. Maddie chips it up to Braunwarth. Braunwarth trying to get a handle on his puck, but it squirts on out to neutral ice. He's trying to chip it away there. Maddie comes in using the feet to keep it out of the zone. Girls bring it in just barely on sides. Braunwarth grabs this one, toe drags it across to send it up and over to Hunter as he exits the zone with a lot of speed. Hunter takes a hit. Down low, Braunwarth's going to steal this one. Braunwarth looks. He turns. He sends it back down low to Hunter. He wasn't ready for it. Back behind the net. Maddie's going to collect this one. Sends it Braunwarth. And a shot by Hunter. No goal as he batted that one in. That is no goal. So You can't hit it in to the net. So that was a good call by the referees. Yesterday we had one that was kicked in that was a bad call by the referees. They called it a goal. So happy to see they got the right one. Yeah, it was against us, but whatever. Face-off one again goes to Braunwarth. Braunwarth trying to send it back to Altenburg. Altenburg forced to chase this one down. Altenburg sends it over to Carroll. Carroll up to Hunter. Hunter gains his own with Maddie and Braunwarth. Hunter whiffs on that pass. Girl goes down trying to steal it, but then the other girl steals it. Goes to the opposing boards. Braunwarth will chase this one down over at the half wall as he tries the little rub out or maybe trying to grab the girl's number. I don't know. Braunwarth down at the half wall, steals this one away. Then the girls steal it back. Then Maddie gets it and fires it towards the net where Hadley McElroy jumps into the air and snags that one, which would have gone over the net. Anyways, as we get a line change with 4:36 remaining in the third period where the score is 5-1 Whalers. Erstrom comes out with Eli Anderson, Postma, Jordan Anderson, and Dotson on defense. They're about to get another goal here. Erstrom, face-off forward. Eli Anderson chases down. Anderson over on the near boards getting harassed by a couple of the girls there. Erstrom steals it away, looks, tries to shoot, but the girls steal it as he was flexing on that stick. Anderson back in the neutral zone, chips it up to Anderson. Anderson tries to chip it back to himself. That'd be Anderson to Anderson to Anderson. Girls get it, but only briefly as Jordan comes in to try and steal it away. And they're right here battling along as Eli Anderson snags that one up, gains his own, looks, shoots just behind the net. I thought that one was going to go in. Up high, Jordan Anderson unable to hold as he has to take the defensive position, but it gets to Erstrom. Erstrom to Eli. Over to the far boards. Anderson elects to wrap it up and around, goes behind the net. Opposing side. Jordan Anderson attempted to hold, but the girls were just smacking that one out. Dotson forced to fire all the way back and collect this one with 3-3 left in the third. Dotson to Erstrom. Erstrom being told to wheel, and that's what he's doing. He's got Postma on his right-hand side. He drops it for Postma. Postma tried to run up the slot, but goes down to Erstrom low. He's looking for Postma in that slot right in front of the goalie, but it didn't quite make it there as the girls pick it up. Gaining the zone, getting tripped on the play by Erstrom, and he'll go sit in timeout for a couple minutes. I think if I heard him right, he goes, that was the right call. I was trying to make a move or something. I don't know. It's probably not verbatim. We can interview him later. But, yeah, he was trying to play the puck. It wasn't egregious, but it was the right call. You can see the slide marks on the ice there. Girls win that face-off, goes up high. Chipped out by Baxter, and he's all by himself as he gains his own. But getting chased down by some very fast girls as he's taken down on the board. No call in the play. That just happens when you're playing girls teams. You get called for a lot more than they do. Shot, post, and in. On Telly, making it a 5-2 game, power play goal. Like we've said before, we stay out of the box and we have a lot less issues. But honestly, that was a really good shot. She sniped him. Telly knows it too as he's sitting there in dismay like, oh. It was a high, wide shot right off the post and in. We're going to give that young lady credit for that. That was a good goal. 5-2 is the score. Mclaughlin takes his face-off. Morales on the left, Baxter on the right. Carroll and Altenburg on defense. Face-off one goes over to Morales. Morales is going to chip it down in. Ends up on the twig of Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin centers that one up again for Baxter as he's tied up in the slot. Girls have it. Gaining the zone, shot towards net. Telly stops it, covers, and smothers with 2:29 remaining in the third, 5-2 game. Mclaughlin with the face-off, wins it to his right-hand side to Dotson. Dotson chips it up the boards. Girls hold. Girls send it down towards the net. Jordan Anderson was tied up there and went down, but Morales helps out, gets down low, has that puck back, sends it up to Baxter. Baxter bouncing puck Went up over his stick and his skates as he's tried to get a handle on it. Tied up at the blue line here. Puck is just going back and forth between a lot of different sticks, but it ends up with the girls. Girls will gain the zone, but only briefly as Mclaughlin used that long stick to chip it on out. Ends up back with Dotson. Dotson cuts, sends it over wide, looking for Baxter. Ends up on the stick of the girls once again, and offsides is a call. 1:46 to go. 106 seconds left in the game, where it's 5-2. Maddie's lines out there with Braunwarth. Maddie wins the face off to the rear to Carroll. Hunter's up there alongside of him, and that's where Carroll sent the puck. A battle over along the wall again. Puck goes down and deep. Centering pass to Brown. Brown shoots, and the goalie makes a save as she had to stretch out wide. Hunter's going to collect this thing up and neutralize as we work to get back on sides. Hunter. Altenburg was calling for the pass, but Hunter tried to get up to Maddie. The girls run into each other. Brown takes advantage and picks this one up. He's going to gain the zone. Toe drags across up the slot with a lot of effort. Fires that one. Does not go as it was just saved at the last second. Goes wide. Maddie picks it up. Backhand shot. Doesn't go as it just went wide. Down to the far boards. Up high. Carroll holds. Carroll sends it down to Hunter. Ends up on the stick of Braunwarth. Braunwarth trying to go back and forth with the girls. Steal it away. As he's amazed that move didn't work for him. The girls are just as talented as they send it up and out. And it goes back in on an offsides. I thought it went off the stick of the girl. But 51 seconds remain as we get a fresh legs out on the ice to what I suspect will close out the game here in the third period, where the score is 5-2. Mclaughlin taking his face off with Eli Anderson and Erstrom out there. Anderson gains his own with Erstrom and Mclaughlin on his left. Centering pass. What a save by the goalie, but then the rebound scored by Erstrom. Making it 6-2 with 42 seconds to go. And bringing out some fresh defensemen now. Dotson and Anderson will come out on the ice. That's number 17, Owen Erstrom, getting one back when he sat in the box and we got scored upon. He said, I'll get that one back, and cleaned up a juicy rebound. 6-2 is the score. 42 seconds remain in the game as Erstrom wins that face-off to the rear, goes to Jordan Anderson, sent up to Eli Anderson. Owen Erstrom gains his own. Back behind the net. Girls stick it away, and they get it as they send it up the boards, but not very far. His post was right there to hold. Back down to Erstrom. Behind the net they go. Eli Anderson steals that one away, gets it, trying to get it to Erstrom, but then he has to cut the other direction, and he gets his own pass back. Postman, shot! And it just goes wide of the net as McElroy got a glove on that one. Girls send it up high. 7 seconds to go. Jordan Anderson towards the net. The girls kind of steered it with their foot. I think that was Lily Beals. It was, as she made a defensive play. And this game comes to a close with a huge victory for the boys. That brings us to 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie to end this portion of our round robin. And we go into crossovers as we will be in either first or second place. I think first place, especially with the amount of goals for that we've had. Very few goals against. I think 2 goals against in all 3 games, perhaps. We had 8 yesterday, 6 today, and 2 the day before. 14, is that 16-4, I believe? 16 goals for us, 6 against us, if I'm doing all my mathematics correctly. Final shot count, as the Godfather tallies it up, we'll get it to you here momentarily. The Oilers just turned on the Jets today with 30... Hang on. Waiting for him to do the math. I don't want to screw him up. Looks like we've had 22 against us. So, Seppi and Telly saw 22 shots, 2 goals. That is exactly a 90% save average, if I can divide and math and subtract and add correctly. And 42 against that we shot on their goalie. Wow, 42 shots on goal. That's like the NHL team, the Hurricanes, there in Carolina, that do that. So we will absolutely be back tomorrow for at least one game. We hope to. So we're crossing over to the other side. I don't know who we play yet. Blue Devils and was it the All-Star Girls 16U? We're both 1 and 2 right now, but they all have games yet to play, so it could be anyone's. It'll be Blue Devils, All-Star Girls 16U, Thunder or Kenai, if I remember correctly, will be who it's against, potentially. And, wow, I am not awake. I don't think so. I think they're all tomorrow, right? We do play this afternoon? Oh, no, I think they're all tomorrow. So they're...
Well, we needed a win by 3, so we got it.
We absolutely got that. So we'll be back here. Let's turn this around. Go Oilers, yeah. I don't know. I'm not awake. I need more coffee. So, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Right here. Can't wait to talk to you then. Have a very enjoyable rest of your Sunday. See you later.